Good morning, guys. Day 19 until I'm a YouTube millionaire. You know, it has been said of a one Paul Krugman, a Nobel Prize laureate from a while back in economics, that no one has been more wrong for a longer amount of time than he has. And while I don't share any of his political or economic philosophies, and frankly, I think he's a doofus that just got midwitted into a Nobel laureate win, the concept itself of being perfectly poorly timed, perfectly out of place, and perfectly at a loss consistently for the longest period of time out of any human being is appropriate to my life. I'm wondering what the probability is for somebody like myself to have the kind of background I do, to be as unsuccessful as I am, despite all the effort I put in. I'm not entirely unsuccessful, don't get me wrong, but I should be much, much more successful than I am based on pure probabilities. What the odds of that happening are. So, like, let's say the odds of not getting a pilot job with a 4-year career in the military as a pilot. After X number of applications, let's say the probability of that is, 5%. And then the probability of not getting an engineering job with a master's in electrical engineering after applying to 100 of those jobs is, let's say, 1%, et cetera, et cetera. You compound all of those probabilities, and then you get to such an infinitesimally small chance of that happening, and that's your life. That's my life. And to go from being able to run marathons all the time to barely being able to walk is very, very unlikely to just randomly happen. To literally have applied for 1,400 to 1,500 jobs on various job application platforms like LinkedIn, which is garbage, or Indeed, or ZipRecruiter, etc., and not having a single one of them having gotten back to you. With a master's in electrical engineering, 13 years of military experience, I graduated from the Air Force Academy, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. And yet here you still are. It's not from lack of trying. The only job I did get, which was a short stint, was because I had an in with the company. My best friend is a manager at said company. Yeah. So nobody has been more wrong for a longer period of time than Paul Krugman. Nobody has had worse luck for a longer period of time than XYZ person. I'd be on that list, I think. And back, I know I don't really look it right now. I don't think I'm an ugly guy or anything by any means. I give myself a 6.5 out of 10, right? But I used to be a looker when I was younger. I actually had eyebrows, believe it or not, before I got stigmata. Yeah. What was I going to say there? Oh. Why have I had so much bad luck with relationships? Yeah. It is hard to deny that this world is run by demonic forces. And that when they see something those demonic forces, when they see something they don't like, they try everything that they possibly can to smother it. It's hard to deny that. When I remember there was a time when I was I actually wrote about this in my first novel, but it was a different character, not me. I was driving a young lady to... She was like 16, 17. I was like 6 months older than her at the time. And I had taken her to the carnival. We basically had a great day together. We went to the club afterwards, all that stuff. It was a under 18 club. And then I saw her looking at me in the car when I was driving her somewhere, and she, I don't know, I don't remember exactly where, and she suddenly gave me this look like she was terrified, right? Just happened out of nowhere. I didn't do anything weird. I was the same person as I had been that entire time, right? And she just gave me a look of terror. Like something about me scared the living daylights out of her. And then she immediately told me to drive her home. And I did. And she got out of the car, basically said, "Hey, I hope to see you again soon," whatever. Before I could even finish what I was saying, she slammed the door shut and walked up to her door, and I never saw her again. So I don't know. But like I said, I wrote about this, not me being the character, all that stuff, in my first novel. It's in there if you guys want to read it. But it's hard to deny some of these things. It is very weird. Very weird. When I look at myself, I see myself just as a regular person. I might be really, really smart, but that's about it. That's the only thing that really stands out with me. Everything else is pretty standard. Bog standard, as you'd call it. I'm a bog standard white dude, otherwise, aside from my intelligence. So I don't know. Yeah. Nobody has, or very few people, have ever been as unlucky as I have been for as long as I have been. Let's see if I get a few wins this next year. I'm not holding my breath. But maybe. My last name means, while I breathe, I hope. So I might as well hope. What have I got if I don't? And this is true with any of us. You hope for the betterment of your family, your personal life, your relationships, your economic situation. Hope is belief in greater times, better times. Just as luck is preparation meeting opportunity, hope is belief in the future being better than your present, and living a life that is in accordance with that. That's what I'm doing here. So now I've put 19 raffle tickets into the YouTube raffle, right? And along with all the other videos that I've posted on this channel, this channel seems to be getting a little bit more success than my other ones, and I'm very happy about that. Very grateful for all of you. But I am starting over again from what I had before. So let's do this, guys. Day 19. Will I still be tiny after 365 days of this? Will I still not be a millionaire? YouTube millionaire, I mean? I don't know. But it's a fun little experiment. So, love y'all. Peace.